Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Final Fantasy Randomizer community presentation on RPG Limit Break. Tonight, the Winter Double Anti-Bingo Tournament continues, and this consolation round matchup between LordFizzlebeef and fryteeth. These runners are battling their way back for a chance at redemption, a chance at the finals, and we're getting real deep. My name is RockSolid84, and I'm joined in the commentary booth tonight by Luffy DV. Luffy, how you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic, Rock Solid. We are here tonight, like you said, for basically the semi-final to the final. The winner of this matchup gets to meet Dead Pulse in the finals for a best-of-3 matchup. And the loser, their tournament will end here after a tremendous run by both of these runners. It's sure to be a great matchup tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, you couldn't ask for a better storyline than this. And the gate has been dropped. fryteeth and LordFizzlebeef are starting now. They've both been forced into 2 thieves and 2 black mages. They're going to have to start the game like this. They're going to have to end the game like this. And there's all kinds of strategy going on. But we do see Ice 3, so at least they've got their early sweepers.
Yeah, that Ice 3 at level 1
Any thoughts about party composition changes early on?
I don't think you'll see either of these runners swap out a party member. I mean, if they can find an early fighter maybe in a pub, or an early, something else. I mean, we got black mages right there in Canaria. I don't know. I mean, having this party and have to take it to the end, I think you might see him stick with it and just run a 3-man thief double black if I was them.
Yeah, well, it makes good sense, but take a look at this. LordFizzlebeef going straight for 4 black mages and taking full advantage of that early Ice 3. I love this. This is Tavern strats. We don't get to see this. But here we are deep in the tournament, and they're both showing us that the type of skill that it takes to get this far in. Yep. I'm loving it.
Yep, I love it too. This is why they are where they are, and I'm in the booth with you.
Exactly. So Classic Gamer 76 shouting in chat that column 5 and row 4 are going to be out for both runners, and the reason why that's being said is because we can't take 2 white mages, and in row 4, what's the one in row 4?
The cursed armor.
Did they already use some armor, as we see Rod at the King and Floater at Sarah?
I think it's the fact that we have the use only blessed equipment in the one forced row that they're going to have to do, and the use only cursed armor in the row 4.
Yes, there's the conflict. These wards can be tricky sometimes. fryteeth moving very quickly, getting Garland down very fast and getting the floater super quickly, while LordFizzlebeef is going for a more conventional chest raid, and it's something that I'd like to see early resources. Of course, he doesn't know what he's about to find. Yeah, I mean, it's way too early to call this, isn't it? But, I mean, fryteeth seems to have the early lead, doesn't he?
Yeah, fryteeth out at the gates just mowing it down right now. You love seeing that Rod early, too, because we're going to have to defeat Lich 1 as both runners are forced column 2. So that's a good item to get out of the way early.
Yeah, no doubt. And this is a tile that I haven't seen before. Do a full lap of Ice Floor 2. That's kind of a strange one. Don't think I've seen it before. What's unique about Ice Floor 2 that it would require a full lap?
I think the whole thought there is it's just a really long, giant square that you have to walk all the way around.
Yes. I was thinking of the little staircase floor after that. But no, you're right. There is a big, giant circuit there. As we get a look at Bicky here with some quick Ice 3s, this shouldn't take long.
Oh, fryteeth looking like he's going with melee strats here, though.
Okay, so we're going to melee down the pirates. That must mean that we're taking a look at another line here.
Has to be column 4. You can't do row 2 with the take 2 white mages, so... I like keeping your options open, though. I mean, if you can do it kind of quick with the extra strength on these black mages, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Is a bit of a percentage play at this point because we haven't seen Brack yet. But as you say, keeping options open this early in the game could make all the difference down the road.
Fizzle, though, wasted no time, just going to mow him down with Ice 3, and just like that, any kind of lead fryteeth had, we are now dead even.
Yeah, screen for screen as they both pick up a vanilla ship. Is this even randomized from Bicky?
Ooh, black belts in the pub there in Provoca. Interesting.
Yes, this seed is teasing us with black belts and temper, both in Provoca. Makes you want to melee something awful, but you're not going to be able to do it where it counts in Topher. So, you know, stick with your mages, stick with your thieves. I think that's going to be the theme.
Yep, Classic Gamer pointing out in chat, Zap also there. I have become a fan of Zap over the last several weeks, so that's a spell I like to see early, kind of like that in Quad X. I enjoy those spells.
Okay, well, I mean, I have heard that, you know, they say that pretty much nothing resists the time in this game, so it's something that you can use in a lot of situations. I don't like it. I'm a newer runner, and for me, I find it too unpredictable, so I tend to avoid it. I don't even buy it anymore. But I do know that the lore is there because you can use it in a lot of situations, and if you get stuck against an enemy that's difficult to kill, like a gas dragon, maybe a zap is good.
Yep, it'll also work against the undead, and it'll also work against, you know, if you come across a pack of like metal slimes maybe, and we don't have any access to Fire 3 or Fire 2, it'll work.
Yeah, fair enough. So, okay, we've got both runners are in about the same zone in C. LordFizzlebeef getting the encounter advantage, but look at this, it's the same encounter. They're that close to each other that they're in the same spot in the encounter table.
Yep, and as we see Sahag's there with Cremate, going to make, you know, the beginning of the game a little annoying if they kind of get that off left and right, but with some of these beefiness of these black mages, I think it should be okay.
Yeah, Black Mage is getting plus 80 hit points, one of their bonuses, as fryteeth drops the floater, and we're in the air at 6 minutes and 5 seconds flat.
Yep. I mean, you love to see it, but again, like, now the world is your oyster. I mean, when you get the floater early, Rocksolid, what are you thinking? What is your routing? What is your planning? What are you doing?
Okay, well, I go nuts in a bad way when I get the airship early. It's bad for me because it opens too much options and I get confused. The first thing that I'm always going to do is I'm always going to go and check Sarda because that's an item for free, as fryteeth picks up the canoe and sees a vendor item at Crescent. Those are both important points. But getting back to your question, I'm gonna get whatever free items. Basically, I'm thinking items first. What items are there? Do I have the bottle? Can I go and turn that in? Do I have the slab? Can I get that translated? And I'm thinking just turn all the items that I can possibly do into something I can use, and once that's all done, it's back to, okay, what dungeons have items like Marsh and Ice, or, you know, can I do a grind somewhere like Earth? Those are all the options flying through my head. It's a lot to think about.
Yep. And to your point about the canoe they pick up right there, we see the vanilla ship from Bicky and the vanilla canoe from the Sages. Is this even randomized again?
Yeah, I have to say it again. And Hate the Eighth pointing out in chat that we've got Fast and Nuke at the same level and at level 6. That's not the best thing to see when you've only got 2 black mages and the weakest melee damage dealer in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I would venture to say that the Thief with the Katana or the Massa with the hit percentage growth would be slightly better than a red mage. Definitely would be a distant third or fourth, though, to a fighter in a black belt, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when I say melee, I don't include the red mage because he's a little bit of a jack of all trades. But
fair.
LordFizzlebeef is going to give us a look at the Earth tiles, and this is one of the things that you want to do when you've got that early airship. This is nice. Frostwolf tiles, I would not argue with this when I've got Lit 2 and 4 black mages.
Yeah. Typically, they can roll somewhere between, I've seen 60 to 90 HP, which could go down pretty easily to Lightning 2, so I'll take that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Sarda, like I said, the other early thing I'll do with an airship, turning up one of our 2-dot items, it has to happen somewhere. Yep. Silver Dagger +3 is useful for those thieves, and you can see fryteeth putting it on the thief, perhaps combined with a temper for a cheeky early victory against Astos. Interesting to see. Fryteeth is probably going to do the same thing. No, he's continuing and heading to, it looks like, dwarves with the TNT.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Fizzle going to get some levels right here on these Frost Wolves. Not a bad play. You get these Black Mages into the teens, they get some extra charges of their early spells. Take a minute to think about what you want to do next. I like it.
Yeah, especially because we haven't seen Melman magic yet, right? I mean, you can take these Frost Wolves up as high as, you say, mid-teens, and then you check Melman, and it's at that point you know, are we talking about promotion for essential spells? Melman could have Warp, we haven't seen that yet. It could have, well, that's about the only thing that's useful that we haven't seen yet, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't think we've even seen Elfland magic either, so that should be fun as well.
Great point. So Fryteeth taking a look at Matoya's chest before cashing in a crystal, gets the adamant, definitely taking advantage of this early quest chain. I like it. I like both of the decisions, to be honest. Get some levels on the Frost Wolves or just chase items. If you chase items, you're going to level up faster, and so that's something that's going to work in Fryteeth's favor, unless Fryteeth ends up trying something without levels and taking a wipe.
So, level 5 black magic, I saw Lightning 3 and Quad X. Quad X in the vanilla warp spot, so that's going to be promotion locked.
Yeah, I heard you take a second there as Fryteeth found the Mazimune +2 for the adamant turn in. Feels a little bit French vanilla, but man, do you like to see that. It's the best sword in the game. It's +2. You can use it right now. Fryteeth has to feel good at keeping those thieves.
Yep. And also very fortunate that that Massa rolled plus, because if that Massa rolled, you know, even a -1 or vanilla, we would not be able to use it, and that would feel pretty bad.
Yeah, take a look at this level 3 Saber. That's going to be ninja learnable.
Yep.
Fryteeth bypassing the white magic. We don't need white magic where we're going. Finding Lock 2 at level 4 and Bane can be important for taking out fiends if you have to fight them at a low level. But Fryteeth taking a pass on Bane. Going straight to the item shop. Maybe Fryteeth hasn't seen the vendor item in Crescent yet?
Real expensive gold bracelets there, but they rolled negative anyway.
Yeah, it's almost not worth it. 54k for a gold -4 feels bad.
Yeah, so we're going to be hoping that we see some silvers +5 maybe. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it could happen. Fryteeth about to give us a look at this Melman magic, but maybe has a slab or looking for pro rings, I think. Up here, does not find them. Does find some wood -5. We're not getting much that we can use here in terms of armor. Let's see what this magic has. Still haven't seen Warp. It's probably here. And no, okay, we have seen this already because you were talking about the Quad X at the Warp slot.
LordFizzlebeef getting a, okay, a vanilla ruby?
The vanilla train just continues with this
Wow.
seed, doesn't it?
Okay, very interesting so far.
Fryteeth finding the Frost Wolves and deciding not to take it, going a little deeper and finding Ankylos. We don't want any of that. We're setting all the way back to Elfland.
Okay.
Now, Fryteeth, I think, is one of the runners who is pretty savvy when it comes to setting reset points. Although, judging from this flying pattern, it looks like Fryteeth might be a little bit confused at the moment. Trying to think about where to go next. Heading back to Ice Cave to see what that third tile is.
Yeah, I'm guilty of doing that myself. You're trying to go, you're trying to go fast. You don't realize that you didn't save outside a dungeon. You reset and suddenly you're outside of town again. You're like, okay, wait a minute, what did I just do? Wait, what?
Yeah, and that might be a little bit of getting the airship too early, like I was talking about. That can mess with your head. As we see two things that are important. One, we found 2 Agamas on a tile. Secondly, we're dealing with alternate trap tiles here. So that can be 2 to 4 Agamas.
Yep, that's important information. And it looks like they have roughly 350 HP or so, I think I saw, with my quick Twitch math.
The math on Twitch, you know what they say about that. Chad is pointing out that fryteeth might have used a potion instead of a tent, and that's something that I can understand. Yeah, I mean, but look at this, fryteeth's not taking any more agamas. I guess maybe it's a situation where you don't necessarily need a lot of levels early on because you've got powerful spells and you've got some HP on your black mages.
It's good information to have for later, especially if you want to come back with like one of these solo thieves that turns into a ninja to get some really big levels on that melee swinger. I don't think Fizzle has checked that tile either yet, so let's see what he does after zapping Lich back to the 4th dimension.
Hey, you were talking about it, and here's a perfect example. You can apparently zap Lich. Who knew? LordFizzlebeef giving us a look at that incentive Titans. And it's the bottle. That's nice to have when you have the airship.
Fryteeth heading back to Crescent Lake is, what's he gonna do over here? Checking the pub. Okay, bringing back that new, okay.
Yeah, probably still looking for silver bracelets in the armor shop there. LordFizzlebeef heading back to Earth, it looks like.
Okay.
Does have the rod, has already beaten Lich though, so checking the 3rd trap tile and is gonna find that 3 Agama fight.
Yep, he's gonna be happy to see that with 4 casters of Ice 3 for sure. Okay, so my math was off. There was 366 on one of those Agamas and they did not go down, so they have above 360 HP.
Yeah, so they're pretty chonky. Wow, yeah, I think we're dealing with over 500 hit points.
Yep.
But still, 4 Ice 3 casters. LordFizzlebeef, though, deciding that it's not worth it, and who better than LordFizzlebeef to make a decision about a grind tile? The author of the top 10 best grinds knows where they land.
I think he might actually be going here, saving at the end, and then heading back because he has the use no cabins or houses, so he probably wanted to recharge his spell charges, but maybe he's saving it for later.
Okay, well, I think you were pretty much calling out the decision as LordFizzlebeef was making it. He did take a lazy swing past, but is now back looking for some items, maybe thinking about heal potions.
There you go. That's what he's
doing. Don't know how useful those are going to be. I guess you could heal up your black mages to an extent with those, so it's better than nothing.
Oh, there was silver. Silver's rolled -2. Okay.
Yeah, but here's another thing. I didn't notice this the first time through. We do have Pro Rings +2 for 10k.
Yeah.
So those plus the heal potions, looks like Fizzle might be focusing on just 2 of the mages, and yeah, like you don't necessarily need all 4. So maybe it makes sense to sort of metagame a little bit and try to get 2 of them to high levels, and then the end game you can switch one of them to a thief and the other one to a thief. Like, yeah, tavern strats. It's just magnets. How do they work?
Yeah. So Fizzle there buying the Pro Rings, 2 of them that the black mages cannot equip because that was their malice. So probably saving those for when he brings back those ninjas.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if it's me, I'm buying the Pro Rings and not remembering the malices and then going, oh crap, I can't put them back on. With Fizzle, I'm not sure. But anyways, we're back in Earth. Going to go and take some more of those. We do have heal potions now. Fizzle is going to the best place to do the grind because where he is now, you can do it without taking a step on an encounter tile.
Yep, that is correct. That 1 step down is a tile that is above or next to a doorway, which is a free square that you will not get a random off encounter on.
Yeah. So, well, get your Agama facts out in chat. It's we're back to vanilla speedrun days here with a bit of a modified Agama grind. As fryteeth takes on Lich, we've seen LordFizzlebeef take Lich down already. So Lord Fizzlebeef with the level advantage, going with a different strat, but Fryteeth is right there with 250 hit points almost on each of those ninjas.
Yep. And the thing with Fryteeth too, he's going to be swinging that massive +2, and I think the other thief has a silver dagger +3, so they'll be doing some damage.
Yeah, don't go to sleep on that silver dagger, especially when it rolls up. People have done worse than taking out Chaos with the silver dagger +3 or +4, whatever it is. Fryteeth has taken out Lich, back in the airboat, heading back towards the volcano area. Looks like maybe hasn't seen the Titan tile yet, though.
Alright, so it looks like Fizzle's going down to 2-man strats here, and he'll be getting those 2 black mages somewhere into the 20s, maybe up to the 30s, and then he'll be switching them out for thieves again.
Yeah, you think he'll take them both?
I do.
Both back to thieves and leave the other lower level ones as black mages?
I think he will, because he's going to want to get the melee damage dealers up into, you know, the 30s at least to get those extra swings. I've seen him do this before, not to give away any kind of hints or anything, but on a practice that he and I have done, I've seen him do this exact strategy, and we were able to switch out to black belts at the time. So this is something I'm familiar with seeing him do.
Okay, but you're talking about level 30. As I understand it, with Amazimune, the breakpoint's going to be at level 28.
Oh, well, then maybe he'll stop at 28. See, I don't know all the knowledge. I just have a general idea.
Okay, well, fair enough. So let's see what Lord Fizzlebeef actually ends up doing. I was thinking that he would take one of them as a thief and one of them as a black mage, but what you're saying makes sense, because for black mages, well, they're not going to have much hit points regardless, and they already have Ice 3 at level 1, so maybe it doesn't matter so much if you take them high level.
And we have Deadpool Sigma, our Duckling champion, and one of the current finalists for this tournament, pointing out in chat that it is 28 for the 6-hit breakpoint on the thief with the massive +2. So I would defer to you guys. I trust you both.
Yeah, well, I trust Deadpool, so we're good here. Lord Fizzlebeef heading back in for some more of that tasty Agama stuff, but Fryteeth going for the early item location information, and man, does this make me feel like last night. Fryteeth was in the lead in that race as well in terms of just getting the items needed to finish the game. Checks the ferry, but I didn't see what he picked up there. It was that fast.
It was dud, 1,500 gold.
Okay, so we've got both of our dud items out of the way. Fryteeth is at Volcano now. Volcano is incentivized, and we haven't seen it. There's also potential grind tiles in here.
And that's good information for Fryteeth to have. So now he knows that if he's got to track down the key, and if he's got to track down that loot, that Ordeals is on the table, that some of these other locations are on the table, because he's found both duds already.
Yeah, and just want to speak to the question in chat from Till911. How does Green win since he skipped 2 thieves? He did have 2 thieves when he started, and he switched them to black mages. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that in order to beat the game, he will have to take 2 of his characters back to thieves with the taverns to finish. So it's not like we're going to see these black mages all the way through, but you're allowed to do whatever you want in the mid game with whatever party composition you want. It's just, what did you start with and what do you finish with? Fryteeth finding some Jamiras. 1,000 at that volcano armory spot, and it didn't seem to take too many Ice 3s, but Fryteeth is continuing on and prioritizing items.
You're seeing quite a contrast of 2 runners right here. Fryteeth prioritizing checks, prioritizing getting in and out of dungeons and kind of just progressing. Fizzle's getting his levels now, and he's getting them fast.
Yeah, and I have to say that both strategies are great. I feel like getting the levels is the safe play, and getting the knowledge is the speed play, though. And so I'm liking that we're seeing both strategies on display here, and I'm really interested to see which one's gonna come away with the W.
Yeah. Fizzle has told me many times, usually he who grinds first wins, so it's no surprise to see him taking his levels right now.
Yep. Well, basically, you can pretty much learn Final Fantasy Randomizer just on Fizzle-isms. I know another one is don't enter Volcano until you can kill Carrie, and that's one that I live by.
Yep.
As LordFizzlebeef resurrects his lower level mages and buys a TNT, gonna turn that one in and get his, I'm gonna say, adamant?
I believe so, which will lead to his Massa, which he's going to love to find once he gets that onto that thief when they bring him back from the pub.
Yeah, I'm checking broadcast notes now. The TNT becomes the...
Crystal to Matoya to the Adamant to the Massa. So a little bit of a fetch chain, but
Right.
it will turn into the Massa.
Right, so that's a bit of information that fryteeth has. Having that, yeah, again, talking about that item lead, fryteeth is leaps and bounds ahead in terms of just knowledge and item turn-ins.
You find a Coral Sword +4 there on the Agama floor. That is one of the better swords that a thief can swing, so that's not bad.
Did it roll up? Did you notice?
Yep, +4.
Okay, that is decent.
Yep. If we don't come across a katana, that'll be, a fairly decent fallback plan with a sabered ninja who doesn't have the Massa. That's not bad.
Yeah, for sure. So fryteeth checking. Oh, finds.
Uh-oh.
Finds a pretty good grind, but unfortunately they ambushed him. This is not going to work out well. If you came in here and got to drop your ice 3s, you'd be feeling pretty good. But as it is, fryteeth happy to get away with his life.
And Danny, 3883, our wonderful tracker behind the scenes, pointing out to us that the names on the 2 black mages are the names of the thieves, so he's definitely going to be changing them back at some point. That was for Fizzle's characters.
Right, so the names being Dead and Deader, those are the 2 black mages?
Those will be brought back as thieves. He left Nuke and Nuke as who they are.
I see. So here's Warp at level 7 is learnable without promotion, but it looks like maybe Fizzle didn't have the cash to spare with only 149 gold in the tank.
He's about 39,000 plus short.
Yep. Got some heal sticks. They're +3. Selling those to come up with some warp cash maybe, but continuing on, going to see what this bottle turn-in is.
Yeah.
And we know that it's a dud item, unfortunately.
Okay, there he goes. He found his thieves again. There it is.
Okay, so Fizzle gonna go ahead and get his dud item. Let's see where fryteeth is though with the item lead, not the level lead, but the item lead. And fryteeth is heading into Earth, so maybe we'll see some grinding now by fryteeth.
Yeah, looks like fryteeth's going to get his levels on the Agamas now. Going to get it a little bit faster, having already turned in a few more key items and having that XP boost. So, we'll see here. This is going to get interesting and tight pretty soon. We'll see how fast Fizzle can catch up with these turn-ins.
Yeah, having more items does mean you're going to get levels faster, so that's going to be something in fryteeth's camp. Chad is doing a little bit of talking about why talk to a hint NPC if you're not going to go for that tile. And some others say 8/8 weighing in and saying acknowledge me things. Yeah, so basically 2 of the things that not everybody does, as we get a 3 cheers from LordFizzlebeef, Ray Dwarf, not everybody checks the hint givers and not everybody utilizes Tavern mode. LordFizzlebeef is doing both. And I have to say, I am not biased here, but I have to say that utilizing those strats is going to work well for this community veteran.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you right there. He's a veteran of the community. He has a plan. We're watching him execute it, and this is just fun to watch both these runners. Fryteeth, one of our fellow ducklings, great runner in his own right. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Yep. So LordFizzlebeef now completing the chain that fryteeth has already done, going to come away with that Mazmium and probably feel pretty good about it with those thieves.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's going to like that.
Meanwhile, taking a look at our board, we can see that both runners are neck and neck in terms of having the required row. They have all the same tiles lit. Neither of them have been to Ice Cave yet. We haven't yet seen any choices made about the second optional tile, although we did see fryteeth set up to do column 4, which is not going to be something that LordFizzlebeef is going to be able to do. LordFizzlebeef, on the other hand, though, has kept the option open for row 1 or column 3 with that use nor cabins or houses tile, and that's another veteran position. It is very difficult to keep that tile lit.
Yep. I am not a fan of that tile whatsoever. I always find myself using a cabin or a house on accident, even if I'm trying to avoid it. So it just goes to show you again how a veteran is just a little bit more savvy than some of us newer players.
Yeah, definitely. And chat pointing out that having the Massive puts row 3 in play, but I don't know that I'd want to be throwing that thing into space. Not when I've got thieves as my main melee damage dealers.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen Confuse yet either. I haven't been looking for it, but that Confuse carry, it's already off the table for fryteeth, unless he really wants to try that on carry too.
Okay, well, according to the notes, I don't see Confuse here, and I don't think we've seen a wizard stick either, although we might have. We might have seen a wizard stick.
As we got Fizzle and Ice Cave coming across the original Fun Dead party pack right there. The rates and the geists and the images. They always seem to roll something nasty. I hate it.
Yep. I mean, Ice Cave just in general in vanilla is hell. LordFizzlebeef, though, completing the loop that you would never complete playing the basic game because you just want to get through this place as quickly as possible. So that's going to be column 2 done for LordFizzlebeef right now.
Yeah, we got MG Weirdo in chat pointing out that he's fryteeth was collecting his wood, iron, and steel armors as well. And I think he's going to cake glitch too. So even if he wanted to cake glitch too, that row is not available to him since they cannot take the white mages. We haven't even seen cake yet either, have we? No, we have not.
Yeah, I don't see it in the notes, and I don't remember seeing it either, so I don't believe so. That's fine. Yeah, but actually, without that or Confuse, I guess it's just another situation where you're keeping options open and trying to keep your decision-making to a minimum. I mean, it's pretty easy to buy that stuff if you see it.
Yep. As we got both runners in Ice Cave, both runners finishing their forced column pretty much at the same time. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, okay, so here's a question in chat asking that Katana rolled vanilla, so it's not usable. Well, they have only used blessed equipment as a required tile, so yeah, you can't use a vanilla Katana. It doesn't count as blessed.
Yep, so slight advantage there to fryteeth having that Coral Sword +4. I don't know if we're going to see Fizzle find that on the Agama floor. I don't know if he'll be opening more boxes at that point. But with that Massa +2, I mean, at the end of the day, that's really all you need.
Yeah, the Massa +2 is the difference maker, and they've both got that.
Yep.
So Danny is quietly confessing in our channel notes that we may have seen Confused, but I feel like if we had, somebody would have been shouting about it by now. So no, I'm pretty sure that's still waiting for us at On-Rack or perhaps even the Fane.
Yeah, I kind of put that column out of my mind when I was seeing that Massa roll positive. There's no way they're throwing that away.
Yeah, definitely. So that really cuts things down, doesn't it? Because if we're not going to be defeating Lich with Quake, we're not going to be taking 2 white mages, we're not going to be confusing Gary, probably.
Yep. Row 4 is already off the table. Row 5 is now... Row 5 and column 1 are off the table because they both equip swords, so we're kind of locked into the force column, which is done. Row 1, which is going to require that Oxyale and getting 40 on one character and finding lizards, which we found one already, and we got a few other options out there. Or column 3.
Yeah, well, but there's so many bad choices here. I mean, like you said, row 1... Okay, it looks like they both use no cabins or houses. So, okay, you can hit level 40, you can find the lizards, you can defeat Kraken 1. You'll need Oxyale, but that's it. What was the other one you said besides row 1?
Row 5 with that equip no swords, which also will come into the bottom left of the top right being unavailable because they both have equipped that NASA.
And you don't want to be doing that, and you especially don't want to be confusing carry. I think row 1 is got to be it.
Yeah, I'm thinking row 1, column 4 is a pretty fair backup, but I'm thinking they're both got to be looking at row 1 right now.
Yeah, actually, column 4 not that bad. It's basically a worse version of column 1 because you've got to defeat Kraken specifically with Brack, and you've got to kill 3 different sea hags, which. Oh yes, there's the wizard side. That's not that bad. You can find 2 of them in C and the other one in the actual C. So Fryteeth now heading towards the Sea Shrine, which does make sense given what we've been talking about. Mm-hmm. This is a good area to go to. We haven't seen Waterfall yet, and there's several tiles in here that have to do with Kraken.
We get the required key out of the volcano there.
Okay, well, key is pretty huge. That opens up Corneria Locked and also some trap tiles.
And we need that to finish the game to get into Topher anyway, so good item, solid.
Yep. Look at this. Fryteeth has lit up the kill 3 different lizard tile, and it's a heads-up play. The lizard tile does now include the gators, which is what Fryteeth just killed. So that's going to be pretty big for him.
Interesting. Fizzle looks like he's going to walk on out of here. Oh, okay. Not so interesting seeing how his party is half alive.
Yep, Thieves doing what Thieves do and running. I don't know why he doesn't have the Masamune equipped, though.
Fryteeth dipping into Waterfall. We haven't seen the Oxyale yet, and I'm not the biggest fan of going to the Onrad continent without having the Oxyale already in hand and having to double dip this area, so let's see what this ribbit holds.
I think it's going to have the Oxyale. We've seen just about everything else. Yeah, the only thing I can think of offhand would be the Corneria Locked area.
I don't think we've seen Ordeals yet either.
Right.
So, unless this is a loot, which is also required at the end of the day, we're going to have to come back here if we want to go into the Sea Shrine. And it's the loot. There you go.
Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much just leaves Ordeals and Corneria Locked, unless there's any other ones from this flag set that I'm not thinking of. The Oxyale could also be in Sky if we've got the Chime and the Cube.
True, and look. Subtle pickup right there by Fryteeth. He found himself a black shirt that rolled +1, so he'll be able to put that on one of his promoted black wizards once he does promote.
Yep, and that's some pretty good defense right there, especially when your gold bracelets rolled, what was it, -4, -5?
-4 or 5, yeah. Quick question. I was trying to look at Fryteeth's screen right there. Did he pick up the key in Volcano?
Well, I don't know. I do see that the key is lit up on the tracker, so I have to
okay, yep. I trust
as
Dan.
I see that the key disappears. Yeah.
Because if he did not pick up the key in Volcano, and he's already been there to kill Carrie, there's not going to be much of a point for him to go back there looking for it if he didn't have it already.
LordFizzlebeef picking up Slab at the Corneria Locked and translating it right away makes sense. Definitely LordFizzlebeef knows I don't have the loot and probably thinking about that Oxyale as well.
Yeah, we got some more heads-up play there by Fizzle, picking up those Iron Armors +3s and those Silver Shields +1. Once he changes these Thieves over to Ninjas, he'll be able to equip those.
Yeah, and I don't believe we've seen the tail yet, or else they would have promoted. No reason not to when black belt's off the table. So maybe the slab turn is going to be the Oxyale, maybe it's going to be the tail. I think it has to be the Oxyale unless the Oxyale's in Sky, which logically it could be.
Yeah. So we still haven't seen Ordeals, so the tail is still out there, the Oxyale is still out there. And we haven't seen the chime yet either, have we? So these 3 locations are going to all have something that we need if we want to get into Sky.
Okay, so Fryteeth back at the Agamas, getting his grasshopper protein. LordFizzlebeef has translated the slab, is in the Fane, so we're about to get some new information.
Yeah. And, okay, well, do you want to fetch quest some more?
I never feel bad items like that, because it just means, okay, well, I've got another item that I had to knock down in order to get to the next one. The only things that bother me are when I see Ruby in a flag set that doesn't require it. This one does. Or if I end up tracking down some item like the white shirt that I don't need based on my party composition. But I feel like with these double anti-bingo flags, you pretty much need everything unless it's access to a shrine that you don't need to go into.
Yep, I agree. Up, and we have not quite a full blessing of the run here, but we have a pseudo blessing as we have the stake on LordFizzlebeef's screen.
Yeah, a little bit of taking wings never hurt anybody, and LordFizzlebeef taking full advantage, although the Tyro seems to have a fair bit of HP.
Yeah, they usually do. I think that's about 600 plus right there, but quick 3000 XP, that Tyro's not going to stand up to that massive +2 very long at all.
Sure, so LordFizzlebeef taking a quick save on the overworld, didn't see a reset though, basically just a little bit of safety, gets some runnable Catmen. I think it's LordFizzlebeef who doesn't like Catmen. Seeing the Sphinx and about to head into Ordeals and give us some new information. You've been talking this up, so I feel like it's going to be something that we really need.
So I'm thinking we both absolutely need the Oxyale, but I'm thinking right here, this is going to be the tail. We're going to get the tail here, and this herb is going to turn into our Oxyale.
Yeah, well, I mean, tail would continue the theme of vanilla, which we've been getting throughout the seed consistently.
Alright, so Fizzle working his way through Ordeals, Fryteeth ridding the world of the lizard population. Let's see how many levels he ends up taking here, because I wonder, since Fryteeth's gone and done a lot of turn-ins, I'm sure he has a pretty good idea about what's left. This might be him just taking this one character straight up to 40.
Do you think he would go that high?
If they want to do row 1, he's going to have to.
Good point. So it's not really so much about completing Topher, but simply about meeting the requirements as we see Chime in Ordeals.
Womp. But the dream of the Oxyale or the tail in Sky still lives.
Oh, it's alive and well. So LordFizzlebeef now, heading out of Ordeal. Wondering if LordFizzlebeef is starting to feel a little bit of heat as Fryteeth has got more tiles lit up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick little catch-up right here. Fizzle's going to have to get himself his lizards, and the way Fryteeth was able to lit those when he headed up to the waterfall, Fizzle can do the same thing, running into those Frost Gators and Gators there, no problem. They've already taken out Agamas, so that's 1 of 3. The question is, where's he going to go here? And proximity routing at his best. Nope. He's going to head up and turn in that herb first.
Okay, that makes sense. It's something that I would probably do in that position. You're not that far away. It's free. So go ahead and turn it in, see what it becomes. LordFizzlebeef goes up, hands over the medicinals, and for his trouble, he takes a Oxyale for coming in.
Okay, so that means our tail is going to be inside Sky.
Yep, tail and Sky. Neither of them need to promote the black mages to black wizards. but they probably want it to get armor on their ninjas.
Yep.
Is it worth the time digging?
I mean, considering
Back up to RPGLB, and there we go. Good work. I think we are back. Definitely, we've got the stream back. How about audio, Luffy? How are you doing?
I'm good. I was working on it.
I could see that. Are we back live now, though?
We're good. We're good.
Okay. Luffy, again, just gotta say, folks, tip of the hat to Luffy. The dual classer, I think, should be the nickname. Doing both the restream and commentary tonight, and doing a great job. So resolving that problem on the fly. We're back. Fryteeth is deep in Volcano. LordFizzlebeef doing a little bit of equipment shuffling, and is deep in Sky. We're about to take a look at the Sky incentive.
Okay. Well, might as well.
Yeah, why not have the crown deep in Sky, right? It could turn into just about anything. That may be the tail. We've been talking about that.
Yep.
So LordFizzlebeef picking up an eye tile and has to walk it out, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to mess around with trying to fight Tiamat if he doesn't have to. I don't blame him, but this is a lot of walking in and out of dungeons for both of these runners.
Oh, no doubt. Has to feel weird walking all the way back from the incentive location. Okay, Fryteeth is actually back to this tile that we found earlier. It's the Gershark Wizard Sahag tiles.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, they've got Toxic, and Fryteeth is just looking for the item, it seems.
Yep, he did not pick up his key from here, so he had to come back. Good on Fryteeth for remembering, but oof. Alright, this is a little dangerous. This is a little dangerous. He needs turn order. Oh no.
Okay, LordFizzlebeef makes it out.
Okay, so Fryteeth. He's going back for some more levels here. He's gonna have to go and get that key though. This is gonna be.
Yep. Does LordFizzlebeef already have the tail?
He turned in that crown to the tail.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did not.
He's just talking about it.
Okay.
He picked up the crown. He needs to turn in the crown to get the tail, but just didn't. Just went straight to Picardia. So sometimes the brain works a little bit too fast for the fingers, I guess.
Yep. So again, to your point earlier, I think both runners are starting to feel a little bit of heat now.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Fryteeth, arguably ahead in terms of tiles lit up, but really doesn't have that much of a lead. Not in terms of important tiles. I mean, they both probably are going to have to do row one. Killing 3 different lizards is probably just going to happen inconsequentially. But Fryteeth is already on the grind for level 40. So, yeah, maybe ahead. Question is, Kraken won. I mean, LordFizzlebeef has the Oxyale, Fryteeth doesn't. So Fryteeth is going to hit the levels first, but LordFizzlebeef probably is going to take out Kraken first.
Yeah, as Fryteeth takes a wipe there to those Agamas, this is getting a little heated right now for Fryteeth. He's got to compose himself, I think, and really focus. It can be very easy to kind of lose your way right here after taking some deaths like that. And he still has to go back to Volcano to pick up that key.
Yeah, and for context here, Fryteeth just battled through a really tough race last night against Dead Pulse, and arguably could have won it. I mean, he'd got to Chaos first, and it was just a roll of the dice by not, taking that win last night. So yeah, it's got to feel tough when you've already been through a tough seed, and then now you're back here again against another really challenging opponent, and you're having this kind of adversity.
All right, so we got Fizzlebeef right there, promoting, getting his ninjas, moving his party around, shifting. He's going to probably go back to those Agamas, and yep, he's going to get level 40 on one of these characters right now.
Yeah, Fryteeth experiencing adversity again with these Agamas. They're just taking everybody out. Do you think he wants... Oh, probably just wanted to take out the...
Yep. He was trying to get a party down right there because he's trying to get level 40. Yep. He's trying to hit level 40 right now.
Right, so we're about to see simultaneous Agama grinds. As LordFizzlebeef forgets where the trap tile is.
Alright, so...
Beef... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, crossing the 50-minute mark here, I think we got a tale of two, a seed like of two halves right here. I think Fryteeth had himself a really good early lead. I put Fizzle decidingly out in front right now, having all of his key items and getting ready to finish this grind. He just has to finish that lizard tile and then go kill Kraken, but he should be getting this warp speed right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the difference maker is the Oxyale right now, because they're both going to get their level 40 in more or less the same time. And but here's another thing, is that LFB is going for a wider grind and getting experience on a larger array of characters. So although he won't hit 40 as fast, he's going to have a stronger party going into Topher, so that's going to be another thing helping out LordFizzlebeef.
And Fryteeth having to reset out again.
So that's another thing that keeping your party members up for this grind does when the Agamas are hitting hard. It gives you safety. You're not as likely to potentially lose a grind or have to reset out.
And I think that also Fizzle having actual armor on these ninjas is really going to help as well. Fryteeth's light warrior is still... maybe those thieves have pro rings, but that's it.
Yeah, you were saying earlier about the iron armor and the silver armor pickups, and don't sleep on iron armor. It's actually pretty decent. So it's basically the poor man's gold ring, and Fizzle's got it.
Yeah, and especially when that rolls plus anything, even plus 3, 4, 5, that's endgame armor for sure.
Yep, and we can see the Agamas hitting that last ninja for negligible damage.
Yep.
This is exactly what Fizzle wanted. He's now got that one remaining light warrior up with the Mazamune, is going to take it to 40. 30,000 K a pop.
Yep, and
this is not going to take long.
Absolutely zero chance of a wipe here with only getting hit for 2 HP damage, unless somewhere in this Agamas are a nasty script, but they look like it's all melee.
Yeah, I think they're just punching. So Fryteeth switching up the approach a bit, or maybe just resurrecting party members here, it looks like.
So Fizzle's going to be lighting this level 40 character tile pretty soon, and I want to see Fryteeth's reaction right here, because I know that when I'm running a bingo and I see my opponent light up that tile, oh boy, that you want to talk about panic. Yeah,
but notably, Fryteeth was the first to hit the level 30 tile, which is also on the board. So, Fizzle doesn't know what Fryteeth's doing, and might get a little suspicious when he hits 40 and Fryteeth hasn't yet. We saw last night some very crafty use of metagame by Dead Pulse in the Dead Pulse versus Fryteeth match, where Dead Pulse hit one of his light warriors at level 39, and then went in and got that level 40 in Topher. Real bit of gamesmanship, and Lord Fizzlebeef wouldn't have been able to watch that match live because he was doing his own match at the same time, but may have watched the VOD.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wonder at what point do people start doubting themselves.
Yeah, that's a cheeky play last night by Deadpool, so I gotta watch that VOD back. I like that.
Yeah, so Fryteeth now deep into Volcano is going to take another stab at that chest that's guarded by those heartless Wizard Sahags and Gray Sharks. I hope that we don't see the same results as before, but looking at the hit point count, I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, he's got to heal up. He took a lot of damage on those lava tiles, so he needs to not get ambushed right here, because they got a lot of nastiness, and if they ambush with a full party, it can be scary.
Yeah. So Fizzle hits level 40, looks like level 41 even, lights up the tile and is going to head for Kraken, has the Oxyale. We've basically got the air traffic controllers are waving those big, those big lights and saying, this is where you got to go. Lord Fizzlebeef knows what to do, just going to get some potions in and then start heading. Checking for spell levels, notices that he's got 4, goes back to level 1, picking up Ice 3. I think more useful would be Saber, if I recall correctly. That's at Provoca. I'll check the notes on that one, and it was actually Ice that has Saber at level 3.
Level 3 alpha.
Temper
right.
Level 2 though.
Yep, he did not pick up Temper on those black mages at the time either, so I expect to see him pick up Temper across the party right here.
Yep, this has the look of endgame shopping, even though we're not at the endgame yet. That's again just good play. Hey, it makes sense to do this. It makes sense to do it before Kraken. We've only got to defeat Kraken one. We don't have to use spells. So Fast and Temper and the Masmium more than enough.
Fizzle not picking up Saber. I wonder if he'll hit that heading back up north after going through Kraken right here.
Yeah, maybe, but to be honest, if you've got Temper on everybody at level 2, it's not strictly necessary. It's more one of those things that you're used to sort of watching for, I think, but in this case, as I recall, Saber is slightly better than Temper, but it can only target yourself. That's the trade-off.
Correct, yeah. Alright, so Fizzle he has to still go to Waterfall. He's got to get that Marimba out of Waterfall from the Robot. So, just needs to find some Frost Gators on the way up here through the river system.
Yep, and I'm sure that's exactly what Lord Fizzlebeef is. Lizards. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't want that to be the story of this seed as well.
Yep. I don't see him going into Topher looking for Sarias this time.
No, and why would you when you can find Gators and Frost Gators in the old world?
Alright, Fryteeth gonna head over to Corneria Lock, pick up his slab, which will go to his herb, which will lead to the Oxyale. So, Fryteeth putting the pieces together here.
Yep, and it's interesting to see the roles reversed with Fryteeth now chasing items. Fizzlebeef knew that the loot was there, picked it up, and is right in position to go and defeat Kraken.
For what it's worth, quick note
also
here.
sees, doesn't take the Gator though.
He already beat the Gator. He needs Frost Gators. For what it's worth also too, he did not open the chest in inside of Waterfall there that had the black shirt +1. So minor thing, but something to think about, as those black wizards are naked.
Yeah, like you say, it's relevant but not game breaking. We do have Temper on the ninjas themselves. One of them is level 40 and has the Masmium +2. So the black wizards are a little bit of a luxury at this point, likely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if something drops nuke, it's not going to matter if you had a black shirt on, right?
It's not going to matter if you have, Dragon Armor +5 at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so fryteeth translating this lab, continuing the item chase down. LordFizzlebeef is solidly ahead, heading to Kraken. With these flags, I don't think that Kraken 1's going to be any problem for LordFizzlebeef. So, what can Fryteeth hope for? Fryteeth had perfect knowledge. I guess just a tricky Topher.
Yeah, Fryteeth has to feel... I don't know how Fryteeth feels right now. This has been a very difficult seed for both of our runners. Fryteeth has taken some more deaths than LordFizzlebeef has taken, so I would be slightly tilted if I was him, but that's just me. That's why Fryteeth is where he is, and I'm in the commentary booth. He's a lot calmer than I would be at this point in the race. So I hope that he can just kind of really just run his own game here and not get out of his own way, you know?
Yeah, well, if last night's race was any indication, Fryteeth knows how to keep his cool under fire. Dead Paul's pointing out in chat that if he doesn't promote, that's going to save some time and close the gap. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say that's on the table. You've already got the black mages to cast temper, so you don't really need to promote. We haven't seen armor like flame armor or ice shields that would really make it necessary to promote the ninja. The only reason so far has been that magic.
Yeah. Also, the fact that there's nothing armor-wise that these guys can wear other than those ninjas with that iron armor right now. We saw flame armor -5. I have not seen ice armor yet.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the only thing that would make difference besides that stuff would be ribbon, and that doesn't require a promotion. So yeah, it might be a smart play. Although, yeah, I'd much rather have even just the iron armor. Would be a huge safety in terms of dealing with, if nothing else, the trash encounters on the way through Topher.
Yep.
We don't have heal magic. We're going to be relying on our heal pots.
Alright, Fizzle gonna hang in the river system, look for those frost gators, and that'll be it. He'll be on his way. Fryteeth heading to... Where are you going, Fryteeth?
Yeah, I am getting some nasty flashbacks. Although, look at that. LordFizzlebeef did find the frost gators. I was starting to get worried. I was thinking, what are you doing over in that encounter zone? But I guess LordFizzlebeef knows them better than I do, because there's the frost gator right there.
Alright, Fryteeth going back to the Agamist. You're going to try to finish his levels here, as LordFizzlebeef probably just heading last minute shopping prep, pick up some heal pots, and just heading to Topher.
Yeah, so do you have to come into Gaia to get heal bots? Maybe it was just the easiest one.
It could have been. Oh, okay. Also tents. That makes sense. I don't think he had any save items left.
Oh, right, and you can't use cabins or houses. The tents are actually pretty rare. I think they can only show up in 2 item shops.
Heads up play right there.
Oh, definitely. I never know where to find tents. I don't even track it. So LordFizzlebeef is back in Provoca. Maybe you're going to pick up that... Didn't we get temper on everybody already?
Oh.
Looks like maybe he had missed it.
I think he meant to revive one of the thieves, but I think he hired a new one instead by accident.
Oh.
So when you do that,
it resets your spell list.
Yep, they lost the magic. Yep. He kept his levels like for how many spells he can cast, but he lost the magic.
Right. Yeah, I've never used the tavern, so it's a little bit foreign to me. But yes, you're absolutely right. It resets all of your magic, and I think unequips all of your items too.
Yep, that is correct. As someone who has done that by accident and also on purpose the wrong way, it's exactly what it does.
Okay, so Lord Fizzlebeef mucking up a save, it looks like. Resetting a little bit too quickly. That's something that I've done. But gets it figured out, heads into Topher, and we've got our first one to enter Topher at 1 hour and 4 minutes on a pretty tough seed.
Yeah.
So Fizzle's ahead.
Yep.
Can he stay there?
Yep. Fryteeth, gonna finish his grind here. I think he feels a little bit safer than he did previously. To Dead Pulse's point in the chat earlier, it's gonna be all up to if he wants to promote or not, if this is gonna kind of get closer.
Yeah, man, I don't like seeing him under 200 hit points against this screen full of Agamas.
Yeah, needs turn order. Oh, he needs turn order big time right here. Oh, no.
I'm trying to remember, did Lord Fizzlebeef take a different grind earlier before the Agamas?
He took the Frost Wolves up to like the
Yes.
mid-teens.
With Lit 2.
With Lit
Yeah.
2, yeah. As we see, I think that was Badmen with Glare that took out... Yep. They're ambushing too, or they're on the spike tile. Oh, okay. This could be an opportunity for Fryteeth right here to maybe catch up, depending on if he can punch through these Agamas or not. This is a nasty spike tile with Glare and ambushing Badmen.
Yeah, and we don't have Nuke or Fade. So that's going to be kind of tough. It looks like Lord Fizzlebeef is just burning off some walking encounters. Probably knows where he is in the table. But yeah, especially if those Badmen are ambushing, that's going to be a tough tile to get past.
And you can encounter them on that floor to the tile as it is already. So who's probably trying to burn some encounters just to make sure he doesn't run into them more than once.
Yeah, you totally can. So, all right. here goes Lord Fizzlebeef. He knows he's on his hero run. He's going through, and he's going to have to keep doing this.
Okay, no
Gets
ambush there.
the initiative. Probably can run away now. It does.
Ooh, okay, there you go.
That feels good to be on the other side of that. That's a big old linebacker behind you, protecting you from the one coming after you.
Alright. Fizzle checking the, giving us a validation check, looking for a ribbon, no such luck, so speed and power, let's see it happen.
Yep, no, we've got Mr. Speed and Power right here, of course, and a bit of a modified one, of course, with 2 ninjas and 2 black mages, but beggars can't be choosers. Lord Fizzlebeef is basically going to run through, and what kind of adversity do we have coming up? Well, he doesn't have life casters, he doesn't have the greatest armor, and his hit points are above nuke range on his ninjas, but not by a lot. So this is by no means a given here.
Fryteeth hit level 40, but took another fight. I think that might have been a misstep. If I was him, I would just leave and save right now and not take my chances.
Yep, but Fryteeth showing nerves of steel, going back in. Of course, with the higher hit points now, each fight he takes, it's less and less of a risk. So I guess we're going straight to 50.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? A level 50 thief. This means Fryteeth is probably not going to bother promoting.
Yeah, good point. And we'll have a pretty strong light warrior, which is nice. Enemies are going to run from you. You're going to get a lot of first strikes. Could be useful.
Alright, Fizzle pulls a Lich 1. Lich 1 leads with Zap. Oh, that's a reset. Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting now.
So neither of them have anything that can protect against... Well, actually, Lord Fizzlebeef has the black shirt, doesn't he? Which he could equip on one of the black wizard.
Fryteeth has the black shirt. Lord Fizzlebeef did not pick it up out of the waterfall.
Okay, so we've got no protection against time magic. We've got glancing Badmen on a trap tile, and we've got a Zap Lich, folks.
Oh boy.
This Topher's got all the gatekeepers, and we haven't even seen Kraken.
Yep, this is great. You know, this is a fantastic thing to see. You want something like this in the semifinals with these 2 amazing runners. You want to see some adversity. You don't want it to be free, and we're getting our money's worth tonight.
Oh, for sure. So Lord Fizzlebeef getting an easy roll against the bad man, gets past. Fryteeth is all the way back in on rack. Gonna get Kraken defeated though. It's not gonna take long with this level 50 thief. Fryteeth, if he knew what we did, is basically just hoping, you know, Topher's got to be really mean, and my level 50's got to be the difference maker.
And I mean, we'll see. He's probably not that far off with his thinking. This Topher has not been pleasant so far.
No, so Fryteeth picking up his remaining light warriors, going into the Sea Shrine, really over leveled, gonna blast through it. Probably most things are gonna run from him, while LordFizzlebeef gives us another look at Lich.
Alright, I'm gonna just say I think this is his run here, finding those Sarias. We're coming full circle onto his first Dab Bingo match. This is it. This is the run. I'm calling it.
Yeah, the Sarias that evaded him for so long and his loss. Casting fast, not taking any chances. Oh, heck of a lot of damage with this first swing.
Alright, so
Blinking, you missed it.
We're through our possible first Gatekeeper. Let's see what Carrot Floor has to offer here.
Yep, so Deadpool's in chat, cheering on his co-op teammate, showing all the support. And Adam Droop saying, I love brutal Tophers, more comeback opportunities. Exactly, that's what we all came here for. We all came here to see, just the swings of fate that we enjoy and the runners do not. Sometimes it's nice to be watching.
Alright, LordFizzlebeef going to pull carry 2. We got Tempers going off and a fast. Get some good turn order. Fast goes off, fast goes off. Ice 3, Temper. And down goes one of the black mages. And 14 hits, 1600 damage. Down goes carry 2. We're 3-manning it the rest of the way.
Yep, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking basically it's 2 fast and temper casting meat shields and my main damage dealer. LordFizzlebeef protecting that very vital thief, putting it in the back slot, just doesn't want to come across some kind of random death casting enemy. It really makes sense. It's a very veteran move, and here we are, Kraken.
Alright, so let's see what our squid friend has to offer here. We got Temper going off, fast going off, and a swing. We got a fast, swing. 11 hits, 350 damage to Kraken, leads with nuclear. Everybody's still up. Temper goes off. We got another Temper and a swing. Oh no. Okay. Kraken gonna Kraken.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about with gatekeepers. Kraken is the ultimate gatekeeper, and LordFizzlebeef showing no fear, not changing the strategy at all, simply burning off encounters and going right back in. Is this the time when Fryteeth has the chance to catch back up? Fryteeth only steps behind, saving and entering Topher at 1 hour and 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race.
Oh yeah, we got a race here for sure, everybody. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Fryteeth running into those unrunnable Frost Dragons. Going to keep resetting out. He's going to get the bad news here pretty soon about this this Topher. Let's see how he handles it.
Yep, and comes across the bed and then simply as a random encounter. I think you can often get that twice in a row depending on how your counter table shuffles, but doesn't get the next encounter, sees them on the trap tile, doesn't get ambushed, does get glared though. And was that his Mazza swinger? Probably not.
I don't think so. I think AAAA has the Massa right now. Fryteeth's just going to keep going.
Yeah, and you got to do it when you know that your opponent's already been in Topher for a little while now. Fryteeth does probably expect stiff resistance though, because Lord Fizzlebeef has not dropped that done.
Yep.
So at this point, it's basically just an RNG crapshoot.
Yep. All right, Lich 2 again. We got Fast going off, Temper going off, Zap goes. Zap hits one of the Black Mages, swing, 11 hits, 1200 damage. Down goes Lich 2. Fizzlebeef onto the carry floor.
That's about the best you could hope for. Losing one of your Black Mages to that zapping Lich, you take it, you keep going. It's the same thing that Lord Fizzlebeef has already seen, though. Hasn't adjusted the strategy. And we still haven't seen Tiamat. We still haven't seen Chaos. So are we going to be in a situation where these runners just don't have the resources and have to go back and grind some more?
Yep.
Look for a ribbon. What are they going to have to do?
Yep. All right, so after everything that's been going on this seed, after everything that all these runners have been doing, we are one floor apart here. Fryteeth onto Lich 2. Fizzlebeef about to pull carry 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you came here for tonight. Let's sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, no one is giving up an inch of ground here as Lord Fizzlebeef takes on carry. We do see the Cure 4 drop from carry. That's a good thing.
Yep.
It means that Chaos doesn't have it.
Yep.
Fryteeth, in the meantime, sees that zap from Lich, does take an extra Light Warrior, still hits the ground. We still have the means to get this done, though. We've got our Massive Swinger and we've got one Black Mage. So Fryteeth is probably going to keep going. We're not going to see a reset here. But Fryteeth hasn't seen Kraken yet, and Lord Fizzlebeef is about to see Kraken again.
Alright, so Fryteeth keeping his 2 Light Warriors going. Fizzlebeef about to pull Kraken 2. We got a Temper. We got a Fast and a Swing. Another Temper. This is probably smart seeing what he saw before. Kraken has some Absorb. There's the Nuclear. Everybody's still up. Fast, Temper, Temper go off. Another Temper. Swing. 12 hits, 1300 damage. Down goes Kraken. And 3 party members still up for Fizzlebeef and that Fast Caster.
Yeah, what a move going for that Lit 3 chip damage. And then, you know, that might have been the difference maker, as 1300 damage is pretty close to the floor on Kraken 2 with this scaling. So, yeah, Lord Fizzlebeef is through. Gonna see what Tiamat has. We still haven't seen a lot of things. We still haven't seen Nuke. We still haven't seen... well, I guess that's the big one, isn't it?
Yep, we haven't seen Bane. We haven't seen Nuke.
Crack.
Oh, as the Bane comes out. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, the commentator curse is real. We see some Ice 3s and a Massive Swing for 1600, but Tiamat has a little bit more health than Kraken did. Shouldn't be too much more, though. We're going to get a second Mazimmune Swing, and here we go. Tiamat 2 goes down.
Okay. So, Fizzlebeef through Tiamat 2, Fryteeth on to Kraken 2, down to his last ninja, or his last thief, swinging. The Nuclear low rolls, Fryteeth swing, Thunder, Fryteeth wipes.
Honestly, I feel like that's a blessing in disguise. You would just lose more time if that one thief gets through and has to take out Tiamat. He'd drop in Bane, doing different things. Fryteeth doing what Lord Fizzlebeef didn't do and adjusting immediately after that first loss. And man, it's going to make a difference, but is it going to be enough? Because Lord Fizzlebeef is on Chaos. Fryteeth needs Lord Fizzlebeef to wipe here, and that's...
we'll see.
Not guaranteed.
All right, Temper goes off. Another Temper. Ice 3, chip damage. Temper goes off. That's 3 stacks. There's the crack. Oh, no.
And I have to say, there is some witchcraft going on in chat. Because we have somebody who shall remain unnamed calling a Bane from Tiamat and calling the crack from Chaos. And that's exactly the bad luck that he needed for Fryteeth to get back in there again. Having made the adjustment, this could be what Fryteeth needs. He's just steps ahead.
So, did Fryteeth find a ribbon? It said Demon Frog in chat saying ribbon and Cardia.
I didn't see the ribbon, but I mean, Fryteeth is back here. I'm only assuming he must have found something good.
Oh no, they can't use it. It was -5. So there was a ribbon in Cardia, but they can't use it. Oh boy, we might be here a while, folks.
Okay, LordFizzlebeef getting gated out by the Batman. Fryteeth, on the other hand, is just about to see them. I mean, get out your dice rolls at this point, folks. I mean, who's got like a die 6 around here? Because I think that's what we're going to need to finish this one.
Yep. All right, LordFizzlebeef going back in as Fryteeth through the loot plate. Alright, our runner's just a floor apart again. Fizzle about to pull these bad men. This is the first speed bump.
Yep, first of many. Fryteeth, on the other hand, just motoring through this dragon floor, I'm going to call it.
Yep, lots of frost dragons, lots of worms. Friendly floor for XP, not friendly to get through when you're trying to go fast.
No. This dragon fights. Fryteeth on the earth floor. We're going to need some medication for these runners after this. Oh my god, the nerves must be just frayed. It's been 20 minutes now that we've been in this situation where Topher's been on the table, and it's just running up against Crack, Bane, Zap. Take your pick. It's all here.
And a Kraken that's hitting for ridiculous amounts of damage. Alright, Fryteeth through Lich. Fizzle, good turn order. Alright, Lich decides to melee this first time. There's the Zap. And it takes out the Massive Swinger. Oh boy.
I've lost count. This has to be the 7th or 8th dive for LordFizzlebeef.
Yep.
So is her tracker. Danny's been in here trying to keep track of their entries, and she has 108.22, 112 something, 119.39 for Fizzle, and then that was after 104. So we've got about 5 different times for Fizzle entries here, and then 2 for Fryteeth. And they're just in Topher. And Topher's doing Topher things.
Yep. Alright, Fryteeth pulling carry 2. Gonna throw out a fast. Temper. Swing. 7 hits, 999. Down goes carry 2. Question in chat from Hate13. The Massive Swinger for Fryteeth is level 50. Yes, it is a higher level.
Yeah, you want to have that melee damage dealer at a high level because it gives you extra swings. That's one of the things that's really important about most runs, whether it's a black belt, whether it's a fighter, whether it's a ninja. It gets a little complicated with the weapons because different weapons have different breakpoints, but as we established with the Mazin,
okay. Very interesting pivot here by Fryteeth. Okay, nope, he has to reset. Okay, he lost his level 50 Thief to something nasty and tried to throw the Massa on the Black Mage, but that didn't work out so well.
Yeah, and with what we've seen from these fiends, you're gonna need your high level damage dealer.
Alright, there's the Zap again, hits one of the Black Mages. man. 12 hits, 1500 damage. Down goes Lich 2 for the half-dozenth time or so.
Yeah, well, and I mean, here we are again. Lord Fizzlebeef through again with one Black Mage down again, and it should be enough. You have to be so frustrated if you're Lord Fizzlebeef.
Yeah.
You know that you've got what's required to get through. You just keep getting bad rolls.
Yep. And, stop us if you've heard this before, but, I mean, we're seeing it play out in front of us. The same sip, the zap, the bane, the crack, the swing. It's just, it's something.
Yeah, and I mean, Demon Frog pointing out the fast is what's been holding Lord Fizzlebeef back, because without that fast, we're doing half as much damage.
Yep.
And the Black Mage is somewhat vulnerable. Of course, we've got over 350 hit points with it now. It should be fine, but we keep seeing these banes and cracks and zaps and whatnot. That's what's been knocking him down.
Yep. Not to mention the nuclear that Kraken throws out first turn.
Well, sure. And the big nasty tentacles and everything else.
Yeah. The only good thing we've seen in this Topher so far is Carry had Cure 4. That's it.
Right. And did not that much HP. That's right.
Yep. Alright. Fryteeth back on the Lich floor. Fizzle gonna pull Kraken again. Temper. Fast. And a Temper. Alright, Kraken with a swing. Good turn order. Temper, Temper, Fast goes off. Ice 3, and a swing. Down goes the Ninja. 12 hits, 1000 damage. Ice 3, 90 damage. Kraken still on its feet, or legs, tentacles, what have you. 1600 damage. Down goes Kraken. Alright. We're two-manning.
Yep, and this is what you need to do. Put the Ninja in slot 1 to take those melee hits at this point, because you do need those fast casts. And probably they're not going to hit hard enough to take out the Ninja in one go.
Alright, Tia with a swing turn 1. We got Ice 3 for chip damage. And there's the Bane. Misses both. Swing. 12 hits, 818. Another Ice 3. Chip damage. Swing. 13 hits, 1100 damage. Down goes Tia. Fizzlebeef through Tia 2 again. On to Chaos.
Okay, so this is what Fizzle needed. Unfortunately, we've been through this story before. We know that Chaos has crack. That's something that could still potentially take down the Black Mage before it drops as fast. But as long as the Black Mage gets that fast off, maybe we can have damage for Chaos.
Maybe.
Chaos doesn't have high enough absorb.
Yep. Let alone the crack hitting on that Ninja that is the primary damage dealer. So, all right.
Oh, don't be putting that voodoo.
Yeah. All right. So Fizzle pulling Chaos. Fryteeth finding some eyes. So we got Temper going off. Fire 2 from Chaos first. Not bad. Fast goes off. All right. Fast and Temper on that Ninja. Another Temper. And a final Temper. Chaos swings. Hits the Black Mage. That's good. Temper goes off. Temper goes off. All right. So more Tempers. And a swing. He's going to get another Temper off. That's good. Swing by the Ninja. 14 hits, 2600 damage. Down goes Chaos. Chaos was made of paper. It just took one swing. Wow. Get your GGs out in chat for Lord Fizzlebeef.
Yeah. Wow. Nazmian goes burr and Chaos goes down. What an end to a fantastic just test.
Wow.
Of everything, and it looks like we've got a forfeit.
Yeah.
But I'm just double checking the race room.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a forfeit from Friday. I can understand that.
Yeah, I do not blame him one bit after the nastiness that Topher was. Wow. What a race. What a race.
Yeah, we've got someone joining us here in the chat now. Just checking to see. It's Lord Fizzlebeef, our winner, Lord Fizzlebeef. Good game. How do you feel?
GG's. Wow. So what do you think?
Yeah, that about sums it up, I'm sure.
Wow, that was... I mean, that was edge of our seat on our end. I can't imagine how you guys feel. That was a seed that had two distinct halves right there. Fryteeth kind of jumped out to an early lead in exploration while you were getting your levels, and then you jumped ahead, and then Topher.
Yep. Okay, so let me explain my insanity real quick. I figure that I have to win this on flat foot ground speed, right? Because Fryteeth is pretty competitive, so I need to go fast. I need to go fast. Capital F AST fast. So we'll open some boxes, and if we get a ribbon, look, the worst that happens is that in Topher we have to dodge, I don't know, maybe a Bane or something, or maybe like a Wayward Inferno that might dumpster the Black Mages or something. How bad could it possibly be? Oh, how about all of them? What if all of them, everywhere, forever? Cool, neat, awesome, great.
Let alone the Badman tile with Glare, Lich with Zap. Yeah, we were saying, Roxal and I, the only good thing we saw in that entire Topher was Cure 4 goes out of the way with Carry, who is made of paper.
Yeah, Carry was the only fiend I was not sweating over. Every single other one had massive problems.
And we are also joined in chat by Fryteeth. Fryteeth, GG's, man. That was a heck of a race you ran. That was a rough Topher.
Yeah, I mean, you know, once I saw the board, I knew that's not a party I ever run. I knew I was in trouble the moment I saw the bingo board. And then I mean every piece of armor. I mean every piece of armor I believe that the thief can equip rolled negative.
I bought all mine at the store.
Yep. Fizzle Fizzle ended up
promoting.
promoting. He promoted.
I promoted, so I got iron plus like 2 or 3, silver shield plus 1, pro rings plus 2, and that's what I had on both my thieves.
Okay.
I kind of needed the armor to finish off my level 40 grind. I went with the Agamas. I didn't want to go anywhere else because like they're there. The problem is they hit kind of hard, so like I got off the ground to mid-20s, but I didn't want to go the rest of the way without, a character with armor. So that had to wait.
Yeah, I found right at the end there were eyes in Northwest Castle.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Yep.
I mean, I did my grind on the Agamas also.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel less
one thing that we noticed that might have been... Well, you took an early kind of mini grind on some Frost Wolves and Earth, and that might have gotten you in a position to just be at the point where you could take the Agamas, whereas we did see Fryteeth go there, but take a fair number of wipes against the Agamas early on.
The Frost Wolf grind wasn't really in preparation for like leapfrogging to another tile. I just wanted zap charges for Lich.
Yep, that makes sense.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, it's hard to know where to start with a seed like this. I will ask in terms of decision making. Fryteeth, what was it that incentivized you to assign column 2 to Fizzlebeef?
Just the party.
Yeah, so you were looking at that and thinking, okay, I'm going to force 2 thieves and 2 black mages. That's going to be a difficult party to run. Lord Fizzlebeef, was that the same decision-making process for you? Was that the main, kind of draw 100%. To that particular line?
There's 2 parts to it. Number 1, take 2 thieves is like a lethal tile by itself. Number 2, in combination with use only blessed equipment, like if Mazza and Katana roll bad, that's just a bad time for everyone unless you can figure out like a solution. Mazza rolled up, which actually turned out to be a thank God moment. But yeah, that could have been a disaster.
Yeah, Katana rolled neutral.
Yep. I picked one up too. I was opening boxes till I found a Katana, just in case we got like a Katana +5 or something.
Yeah, I think Fryteeth, I think you came across a ribbon in Cardia after you took a wipe or two in Topher, but it rolled -5. So
Yep.
Oh,
even the ribbon hunt was kind of a fool's
I
gold
w-
run.
okay. I was convinced that Fryteeth was coming in behind me with like 2 or 3 ribbons, and they rolled up.
Yeah, it was just from our end, it was amazing to watch because you guys were just trading Floor and Fiend back and forth for that last like 15 minutes. You got in a little before, about 6 or so minutes before Fryteeth entered Fizzle. You got in on your first dive, and then from that point forward till you finished, you guys were just trading floors, trading zaps, trading banes. It was the difference was the armor on your ninjas. I think kind of helped you survive some swings by the fiends when Fryteeth had that level 50 thief, so he had a little extra M def and he had a little extra swings with that Massa, but just I mean that Topher just was not playing nice. It was great, theater and awesome to watch on our end, but I'm glad I wasn't running it.
Not even kidding. I swear to God, if my thief took one more insta-kill spell to the face, I was going back for level 50.
Mm-hmm.
I was only
Well,
like level 44-ish, I think, in Topher.
Yeah, that's where I was going. That's where I was when you finished.
Mm.
And I decided I'm just going to check Northwest Castle, and I saw those eyes and was not happy.
Well, I mean, I don't feel bad because I feel like he was late, wasn't it? It was kind of on the later side.
Key was in Volcano.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wiped
never mind.
like 3 times trying to get that key out.
That was after I did my Agama grind, so I was mid-20s by the time I got there. So it was just like, oh, these guys are jerks. Well, better run.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I got taken out by the Gershark tile before it because they had something nasty also.
They had Gaze first. I don't know what they had after that. No,
I think,
didn't they have Squint?
yeah, I think the Wiz Hags had Squint.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only thing we were missing in this seed was nuclear arachnids or something. This was a Danny special for sure with all the fun, juicy little tidbits that were kind of planted throughout the seed with little things here and there, and then that Topher was just a juggernaut at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, a large part of the problem for me is I don't play Thief, well, ever.
I mean, if you saw the board, I didn't play Thief either until like level 20-something.
But I wasn't worried about the Thief for the mid game. It was the end game that I knew was going to kill me, and I had no idea about the armor for the ninja. So I knew how to get the tail, but I never went to ordeals.
No, I was convinced from the outset that I wanted to get through this, opening as few boxes as possible. If that meant going in with like thieves or ninjas wearing like gold bracelet pluses and like a whatever shield, sure. If that meant going in with like chain armor +5, whatever, let's do it. But I was definitely going to load up at the store rather than open boxes and try to find something that works, because I felt like that just would have taken way too much time.
Yeah, that was my plan as well.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that your mages were naked there at the end, Fizzle. They didn't even have any armor whatsoever.
Gold and silvers rolled down, I think. Yeah.
Golds I think were -4, silvers were -2. Fryteeth did find a black shirt +1 in the waterfall, but without promotion wasn't able to equip it. But it was something that those black wizards could have worn, which also would have given resistance to zap, if I know my stuff correctly, maybe.
Yep, I would have let them dodge the zap, but not the bane or the crack. So.
All right. Rock solid. I've been doing a lot of talking this time. I feel like Caleb. Why don't you throw it over to the runners for some final thoughts or something? I'll shut up.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just do a quick update on where we're at in the brackets, and I'll toss it to Runner for final thoughts, and then we'll go to you for a wrap up. So, taking a look here at the winner dab brackets, you have just witnessed the conclusion of the consolation round, which means that Lord Fizzlebeef, with his one loss, has now battled all the way back to the finals and is going to go over to face Dead Pulse in the best of a 2 out of 3. So if you think that you've seen Final Fantasy Randomizer Double Anti-Bingo, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're just getting started here. So lots of exciting action to come up in the days to come. So stay tuned to this channel as well as Randomedia and Speed Gaming to see the finals of that. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and toss it to each of them. We've done fantastic. I have to say it's been an absolute pleasure to call this race and the one last night. On the tournament and on the seed.
Tournament was a lot of fun. I'm still less than a year into this game, so never expected to make it this far. But it's one of those things, you make it this far, and now it's like so close. But thanks to everyone who ran this tournament, and everyone who's helped on with comms and tracking and restreams, and good luck to LordFizzlebeef, and good luck to my tag team partner Dead Pulse in the finals as well.
Okay, well said. Yeah, and great job, especially as a rookie. So, LordFizzlebeef, then I'll turn it to you and ask you. I mean, you're heading on to face Dead Pulse now. It's fryteeth's teammate. How do you feel about the tournament? How do you feel about your position going into this finals?
I have loved this bingo tournament. There are some things that I hope get ironed out into the version 2. I've talked with Zenobia in a bit, and he keeps saying this is great for a beta run. But I've been really liking it. I love the strategy of bingo. I love everything about it. I'm a little shocked I made it to the finals, but I guess I'm just going to have to scream and cry my way through 2 to 3 races with Dead Pulse.
Yeah, well, I got to say, as somebody who's going to be watching, it's been a pleasure to watch, and it will be a pleasure to watch the finals. So good game to you, sir. And with that, we'll turn it over to Lufia. Lufia, I think we're ready to do our wrap-up.
All right, thank you, Rock Solid. So weekly race for Final Fantasy Randomizer going on right now on Speed Gaming 1. If you all want to jump over there and see what's going on, we got some fun flags over there on our weekly race. Spring tournament just around the corner. Sign-ups are going on till April 2nd at 11:59 p.m. So get it in before April 3rd. April 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on RPG Limit Break right here. We have our pod reveal show, which is going to be great. I think we're up over 64 sign-ups so far. This is going to be a great tournament. This will be my first spring tournament. Rock Solid, I'm sure you'll be there. Fryteeth and Fizzle, I know, will be there as well. We're looking forward to another great bunch of Final Fantasy Randomizer action. So I want to say thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us tonight. Thank you to Danny through 3883, the unsung hero of the race, tracking for us and keeping us straight with her wonderful notes. Thank you to Fryteeth and LordFizzlebeef for running an amazing race. Fryteeth, great job, man. Fantastic tournament. It's always nice to see a fellow Duck kind of push one of these great veterans to their limits, and you sure did that. And we'll see how Fizzle responds with your tag team partner, Dead Pulse, in the matchup in the finals. It's going to be great. So with that, I'm going to say thank you to my co-com Rock Solid, 84, and my name is Luffy. This is Final Fantasy Randomizer. Join us on the Discord if you want to hang out and learn the game. A lot of fun. So everybody out there still watching, thank you for joining us tonight. So ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam. We gone.